Hello and welcome to the ecq's webinar on the obligations of donors in the 2024 local government election. This webinar is going to cover the obligations of people who give gifts to candidates, groups of candidates, registered political parties, or third parties for use in their campaigns for the local government elections. Now, what is a gift? You can also maybe call it a donation. It's just an amount of money, property, or a service that is given to someone without receiving something of equal or adequate value in return. So if you send $600 to your local candidate, that's a gift. What gifts need to be disclosed? Helpful for our example, any gifts to an election participant totaling $500 or more. The donor, the giver of the gift, must lodge a disclosure return to the ecq within 7 business days. So if you sent that $600 to your local candidate on Monday, you would need to lodge a disclosure return within 7 business days to the ecq disclosing that gift. Now, what is a donor? A donor is anyone who gives gifts to election participants in the local government election. So whether it's you as an individual or possibly a business you own, either one of those things could be a donor. Election participants are candidates, groups of candidates, registered political parties, or third parties who might incur electoral expenditure or make gifts to other election participants. For the third-party ones, say it's a nonprofit group that is advocating to elect a certain candidate or a certain group of candidates, they would count as an election participant. If you do have other questions about gifts or election participants, you can take a look at our other webinars, including what counts as a gift. Those are available on our website. Now, when you're donating to endorsed candidates, which are candidates who are endorsed by a registered political party, donations to those candidates, they're often received by the political party. So when you make a gift to an endorsed candidate, you do want to double check with the party or the candidate in question to find out who you should name as the recipient of your gift when you disclose that gift. If you are giving a donation of more than $1,000, you usually have to disclose that gift twice, once for local elections and once for state elections. And that's just because the registered political party is registered with the state. In order to fulfill your obligations and disclose gifts, you will go into the electronic disclosure system, which is called EDS, and that's found at disclosures.ecq.qld.gov.au. The $500 threshold for gifts is cumulative. It applies to both a single gift or loan of $500 or more, as well as multiple smaller amounts given by the same donor. Let's take a look at a quick example to help clarify that. So the example here is Leah gives her brother, candidate Charles, 3 gifts of $150. With the third gift, she's going to reach that $500 threshold. And so she then has to disclose these gifts in real time. She has to file a return for each of the 3 gifts. And those returns have to be lodged within 7 business days of making that third gift. If Leah donates to her brother's campaign again, that gift would need to be disclosed within 7 business days, no matter the amount of the new gift. So a month later, she donates $50 to candidate Charles. Since she's already over the $500 threshold, she needs to file a return to disclose the gift. After the election, people who make donations do need to lodge an election summary return. That's done in EDS as well. And that's going to include all gifts made to parties, candidates, or groups, even those that didn't meet the $500 threshold. So if you gave $25 to candidate J and $700 to candidate Bob, you have to disclose all of those. And if you incurred electoral expenditure for the election, if you campaigned for the election, you also would need to disclose that. All election summary returns have to be lodged with the ecq within 15 weeks of Election Day. And if you do have questions or are looking for further details on that, you can view our webinar, Election Summary Returns. You do want to keep all records of your gifts, loans, and expenditures for 5 years after the election. The ecq does do compliance audits following an election, and you may be requested to submit some of those records. If you're looking for more information, we have a comprehensive range of fact sheets about gifts and loans on our website, and this is where we're going to recommend you go next. www.ecq.qld.gov.au/factsheets has all of the fact sheets that we've published. There are 3 in particular that we think would be useful to donors who are watching this webinar. And if we've used any terms today that you're not sure about, for example, what is electoral expenditure, do be sure to head to our fact sheet page, as you can find that information there. Again, our website is a great place for more information. If you're feeling truly inspired, you can go to legislation.qld.gov.au and read the Local Government Electoral Act of 2011, which is the legislation that governs all local government elections in Queensland. Or you can contact the ecq at fad@ecq.qld.gov.au or give us a call. We can provide general advice only, so if you have any doubt regarding your obligations, do seek legal advice. Thank you for joining us today, and if you do have any other questions, get in touch. Have a great day.